Hello, my name is Laura Boyden, and I'm with Simply Laura's Art. And I would like to talk today about how I do my process of painting. This is for beginners, people that would really like to paint. And I would like to tell you about how I do things. Um, First of all, as you can see, I put several pieces of canvas, or this isn't canvas, this is all poster board, and it's all cut to size 4x6s, ACOs, and 5x7s today. Um, I always have several of these on my easel at one time, and I put them on there ahead of time so that when I want to paint, I can just go to my easel and paint. I don't have to mess with all this. I want you to also know that I use very inexpensive paint that you can buy at Walmart. Um, if I can get that there. These are apple barrel paints, and they're about anywhere between $3 and $4 a bottle. I find they last a long time. If you like to, you can buy a small set if you're not real sure that you don't want to do art, or if you're just getting into it. Hello, my name is Laura, and I'm with Simply Laura's Art, and I do acrylic landscape paintings. And I would like to talk to you today about how I started and how it's so easy to get into without spending a great deal of money. Um, when I started, I would use just acrylic paper that was textured. You can buy that at any department store that carries arts and crafts. Um, I like the texture of it, and it gives you the feel of canvas without going to the expense of canvas. And primarily now I use poster board, which I cut to ACO 4x6s or 8x10s. And what I do is I put them on my easel, and I use simple masking tape. As you can see, it's just a rolled up piece of masking tape that's put along the edge and the other edge, and then I attach it to my easel. And I put these several different sizes onto my easel so that when I'm ready to paint, it doesn't ruin my creative flow. And when you're just starting to paint, you have different ideas, or they're all coming at you at one time. So I like to have a variety. If I want to paint a sunset, if I want to paint a blue sky, or if I want to paint a snow scene, it's all here, and at very little expense. And at the very least, you can use these as practice before you go and invest in a piece of canvas. I know that when I bought canvas, I was very intimidated, and I was not that way with this poster board because I figured it's paper, I can throw it away. So it was really easy to use. And this is the way I do it. Might not be the way you do it. The next thing that I do is I use very inexpensive paints. They come in large bottles like this. You can buy them at any department store. They also come in a small size if you want to try out a color, that kind of thing, which is really good. And I usually use inexpensive paintbrush sets. That way I can kind of get the feel of the um, the brushes before I use them. If I like a particular brush, I might go and spend a lot of money on a, really good brush. But while you're practicing, try to work and find out how all the brushes work. Um, that is the most important thing, and find out where your control is at. The next thing that I do is I put my paints all on my palette. I don't have any expensive palette thing. I just have an ice cream lid. Okay? You can use a paper plate, that kind of thing for your palette. This is washable when I'm done. it's acrylic paint, I wash it off. Um, let me see. Um, when you go to your board, um, kind of have an idea of where you want to go with it. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. It all depends on, I guess, the day. Don't wait for that inspiration to strike you. That's what all the professional artists will tell you. At the very least, you're practicing when you go to the easel, and you've learned something. I look at a lot of different artists, a lot of different ways that they do things, um, and then I kind of apply it to myself and see if I can maybe copy the way that they do that or do a different technique. This all helps you to grow as an artist.